Hey everyone, it's Erin again, back with the frequently asked questions about mindfulness series. So, another frequently asked question that I get about mindfulness, especially when we start to incorporate noticing the breath in our practice, which is in a lot of meditation, probably one of the very first things you've learned for helping to kind of guide you in your meditation practice. So, the question is that how do I pay attention to breath without trying to control it? Okay, and let me tell you this, it's way easier said than done, all right? But that's why it's a practice, okay? So it's such a common experience, okay, to feel that when we look at something, we might think we that, we might think that we understand it. And so for some reason we try to overcome it or to control it, essentially, right? So um, in this type of breath meditation, we're actually not trying to even change our breathing, right? We're trying to just look at how we're breathing that day and see it for what it is and not become obsessed with the fact that we have to breathe a certain way, okay? And that can be very, very challenging. I know I had a very difficult time overcoming this, and I still haven't got it 100%, okay? So it may just happen naturally that our breath slows or it becomes deeper or more from our abdomen, but it shouldn't be because we're forcing it to be that way. So as you all know that our breath is one of the things that is fully automatic in our body. We don't have to think about it, it just happens. But it can also be controlled, right? So when we're learning to pay close attention to something that can be controlled, we sometimes think that we must control it, right? But this doesn't have to be the case. So when we when we think about this, kind of like the aspect of control in our lives, and I know all of you are thinking it, this can be translated to so many other things going on with us, okay, in our day-to-day. If we don't understand something, we try to understand it. Once we understand it, we try to control it. And that means trying to change it. Am I right? Yes. So if you find yourself controlling your breathing, um, let me challenge you this. Don't try to stop the control, all right? So this is going to be even harder, probably. This is like another step. So if you notice that you're breathing, and then you notice that you try to control your breathing, let's see if we can just let that be for these next couple meditations, okay? Or for this next week, or for however long it needs to take. So don't try to resist that control. Instead, ask yourself why you're controlling. Maybe see when the moment is that you started to control the breath, all right? Maybe see, are you trying to create an even breath? Or are you trying to create a deeper breath? Or are you trying to breathe systematically or into a certain rhythm that someone has taught you before that maybe has helped you in the past? You know, so these things are very, very difficult to almost not control, right? Because once we know something, it's almost like human nature to just kind of like, oh, okay, I know about this. I'm going to make it this way, you know? So my challenge to you this week is to try and not stop it. If you notice yourself controlling your breath, let it be, all right? And ask yourself some of the kind of questions that I just had. So, like, notice when you start to control. Notice how your body feels when you control. Notice what you want to do when you try to control, okay? And in that moment, however the control is manifesting, know that that is your present moment, right? That is you coming back into mindfulness, you seeing that you are controlling. And that's not a bad thing, okay? It just means that you're there with yourself trying to control. And being there with yourself is phenomenal, okay? It's not a bad thing. I want to say this. That sort of mindfulness, when you're seeing your own control, that's just as valid a form of meditation as the one that you think you're supposed to be doing, okay? As long as you're being with yourself in the present moment, listen, it's all good. It doesn't matter whether you're seeing yourself control, whether you're seeing yourself relax, whether you're seeing yourself at peace, whether you're seeing yourself calmed, whether you're seeing yourself angry or hyped up. That's all valid meditation, right? And just because somebody taught you a certain form of breath at one point, it doesn't mean that you have to be in that breath, okay? So practice that this week. Write in the comments below. I want to know exactly how that's treating you, okay? And best of luck. See you later.